Alright, so you want to know the truth about how to progress at the gym, yeah? Well, you found the right video. But first, here are my credentials. I'm someone who has been training for 2.5 years now. I believe I can start calling myself somewhat of an intermediate. I bench 105 kilograms, squat 140, and deadlift 150. I did a fair share of mistakes, and I did lose time on some things. The goal of this video is to share with you my opinion of how to truly progress at the gym and help you guys to not make mistakes that I did. Well, one mistake in particular. Alright, so nowadays I do believe that the online world overcomplexifies working out. You'll hear a lot of tips about how to get a perfect technique, how to optimize your workout by going a certain speed on the eccentric, squeezing at the top of a repetition. They're going to tell you always go to failure. At home, you must absolutely get 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, get X pre-workout meal, and X post-workout snack. Well, I believe you do get my point. The internet is overflowing with information about how to get these last 5 to 10% of gains that you would otherwise not get if you didn't do all of these thoughtful, actions during your sessions. So, at about halfway through my journey, I myself decided to indulge in all of this information. I did my best each session to get a nice, slow movement on the eccentric, always squeezing at the end of the rep. Get the time under tension that my muscles also need to become the next Ronnie Coleman of this generation. And even at home, I was always making sure to get the exact grams of protein per day. And for some, they might even be tracking the whole set of macros daily. Personally, you know what? I just couldn't get myself to do that because it's way too much of a restriction. I do believe you guys are absolute psychopaths for doing this every day. But I was always just thinking about the gym, at school, with my friends, eating out with my girlfriend, again and again, just to squeeze out what in the end? Maybe 10% extra gains? You know what? Just to make you guys laugh a bit, I'll add in a fun fact. On the first year anniversary with my girlfriend, she wanted to go to the restaurant and I actually denied it because I was on the cut. Now that I think about it, I'm actually pretty lucky to still have my girlfriend today. So getting back to the script, after 2 months of working out this way, I just wasn't progressing much actually anymore because I was burnt out. I was over complexifying my workouts, always trying to get the best out of a session, and maybe I was getting the best results, but I was also losing one of the most important pillars of regularity in a sport, fun. My weights on most exercises had actually dropped by a shit ton, mostly due to the fact that I was doing always super slow controlled reps. But one of the aspects that made me enjoy my workouts beforehand was heavy lifting. Even if I didn't always have the best perfect technique, I wasn't having fun anymore because I wasn't doing this heavy lifting that I loved to do. Pretty much I was bored of the gym, and that had never happened to me before. But don't get me wrong, I do believe that a good control technique and a couple half reps at the end of a set will for sure help you get the best out of your workouts, but sometimes by trying to chase the remaining 5 to 10%, I do believe you might be losing the true factor of progress, good consistency. Alright, so TLDR, I got burnt out. But you might not get burnt out. My drive for working out might not be the same as yours. I do actually enjoy lifting as a whole. I don't really get the enjoyment personally out of seeing my body becoming more muscular over time. It's extra for sure, but it's not my main reason for working out. But on the other hand, you might be currently working out to get the best physique possible and look like an absolute Chad, and that's totally fine. And in that case, all of these extra steps might make your workout even more enjoyable and fun for you. So yeah, do you want the real secret of progress at the gym? Well, it's not about the perfect rep tempo or the exact grams of protein you must eat per day. It's just about showing up week after week in a way that you actually enjoy. Because if you can do that, then, my friend, the result will follow.